More than 100 national delegations, including heads of state, are assembling deep in the Amazon rainforest for this year's UN-led climate talks.
COP30 will take place in Belém, the gateway to Brazil's lower Amazon. But before the main event starts next week, the Leaders Summit begins today. From our CNA newsroom, here's senior correspondent Jack Board on what to expect and who to look out for.
Breaking with tradition, the Leaders segment will happen before the main conference begins, with presidents and prime ministers to wrap up their speeches and bilateral meetings well before tens of thousands of negotiators, lobbyists and activists arrive. We'll be listening out for that. The World Leaders Summit runs across 2 days, ahead of negotiations proper from November 10th to 21st, not counting the overtime that often drags these talks into extra hours and days.
Reworking the schedule is an acknowledgement of the strain this event is placing on Belém, a city simply not built for a gathering of this size. There's been a scramble for accommodation, hotels fully booked, cruise ships brought in, and prices soaring to eye-watering highs. So, who's coming? Britain's Keir Starmer will attend, as will France's Emmanuel Macron.
But some major players are staying away, citing other priorities, logistical hurdles and fading political appetite for climate diplomacy, even as the planet heats faster than ever. One clear absentee, the United States.
President Donald Trump has withdrawn America from the Paris Agreement, a process that will take a year to complete, leaving Washington's role at COP30 greatly diminished. That absence could open space for China to assert more influence.
For those attending, the agenda remains formidable. Countries will present new national climate plans up to 2035. It could set the tone for global ambition for the decade ahead. They'll also face pressure to outline a roadmap for climate finance following last year's breakthrough in Baku to unlock $300 billion a year by 2035 for developing countries, a sum that many critics say falls far short of what's actually needed.
Expect fierce debate over how quickly to move away from fossil fuels, how to scale up renewables, and how to fund loss and damage in nations already suffering from climate disasters. In the heart of the world's largest rainforest, also expect the rhetoric about protecting nature and Indigenous communities to hit home. But the test will be whether the politics can rise to match the scale of the surroundings. Jack Board, CNA, Singapore.